Alright, this video might not be the typical, let's say, polished video that you might expect. It is about my typical day, about mainly working 10, 12, 14 hours per day, and there is literally nothing fancy about this, but that is the raw truth. If you're starting a brand, if you're starting a business, you know that this is what most people don't show. It is straight from the journey. I met with our manufacturer inside this episode. I left knowing that we had to walk away from them. And inside this episode of Building the Brand, I'm sharing the unfiltered story behind that decision that I made, the lessons that I learned along the way, and why we're right now in process to partner up with Germany's top manufacturer to bring our vision that we have with Kaizen Athletes to life. Apart from this, I'll be sharing the first look at what Kaizen Club membership is all about that I'm working on right now. From the first bottle samples to the metal clip card, and of course our premium box that we will deliver for our subscription model. So this is the side of building the brand that most people don't show. And I want to keep it real, I want to keep it honest and also authentic and take you behind the scenes of what it genuinely takes on a day-to-day basis to start a brand and how I am doing that myself with Kaizen Athletes. I hope you enjoy. Alright fam, it's the 21st of June, it's Saturday, and this morning I received finally an amazing update from my manufacturer based on the work that I've been able to put in for our membership program that we will launch with Kaizen Athletes, where I've worked on over the past 2-3 months. So this morning I received finally the first samples in terms of images that they will right now send to my place for the bottles that we will include in our membership program. This membership program is going to specifically be tied to our 1% endurance product, our flagship product. So what does this include? So I will show you right now what this is. And as you can see here, this is the bottle that we will include in our membership program. This bottle is literally from 100% glass, premium materials. Even the lid is from aluminium, steel material with the Kaizen initials on there as well. And as you can see here, they sent me some images, but also videos of the first samples, as you can see here, of the Kaizen bottles that we will include. So as you can see, just to show you behind the scenes, and one more video is how the actual bottle will look like. So yeah, as you can see, the material, of course, as it is glass, is directly a higher perceived value that we will include in our membership program inside the box that we will give away for our members, for our Kaizen Club members. And like I mentioned, the entire Kaizen Club membership, how this is going to sort out, will eventually be shared as soon as we go live. But this is something that we truly believe where we going to give so much away for free, for completely free, that this should be a no-brainer. And this is something that I love to do because this premium bottle, as it is glass, is something that I would like to use myself as well. And that's basically how I structured this entire brand. That's why I know that the way how I've structured this is aligned with my own values, with that from Kaizen, and also that what I believe in and what we believe in as a brand, that we stand for to provide the highest quality product with the highest quality ingredients that I would take myself as well, with even all the details included, from bottles to metal gift cards, membership cards, even the box and the products itself are all in line with the Kaizen values. So that's how we are right now building Kaizen. And if you compare it, for example, to like these kind of bottles, which I could also do, which is complete plastic, of course, that's something that 99% of the people, even me right now, are using. But I know as well that plastic, like, it's not the most healthy option. It's not having that premium feeling, and that's what I want to do. Give something away for completely free in our membership program that we are going to include for Kaizen members, that they will get as soon as they make the order for 1% endurance membership program, and they will get this bottle on top of it. So I'm super happy with this, how it's literally sorting out right now. I can't wait to get it and to receive the bottles next week, hopefully, here at my place. And just seeing this already makes me super excited. So I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I have them here home. You will see it directly. You will be the first one to see the bottles for our membership program.
Mam, kom eens. Ze hebben die bottles, die glazen bottles van Kaizen, die hebben ze nu op laten drukken. Ze hebben 10 samples gemaakt.
Oké.
Maar even kijken wat je ervan vindt, ja.
Ja, mooi. Mooi hoor, oh, dit is heel mooi. Mooi hoor.
Ja?
Ja, ik vind hem heel mooi.
Die krijg je waarschijnlijk volgende week. Dus dan geef ik jou gelijk in. Dan kun je die gebruiken.
Het is geen titanium.
Alright, good morning guys. It's the first day of July. It's really hot right now in the Netherlands. It's around 35 degrees Celsius today. So I needed to go out and run very, very early on. But tomorrow I will basically move towards Rotterdam, to the other side of the country, to just visit my manufacturers. And I will explain why. But things don't always go the way how you want to, how it's supposed to be, what you think, how it's going to sort out. And things definitely went wrong in the production process of the first products of Kaizen. So that's why I will move to Rotterdam tomorrow, visit my manufacturers, and I'll take you guys with me. Right, so just to give a little update about what happened over the past, let's say 3 to 4 months. Because look, all things online always seem to be too good to be true. And most of the time it is. When you're basically having an online business, when you're an aspiring entrepreneur and you see all those basically people online sharing the good stuff, how good life is when you're an entrepreneur, they don't show you the downsides of it. And there are plenty. I faced them all almost over the past 5 years, but especially the last 3 to 4 months while building Kaizen, completely new, you will be faced with new challenges. And right now with the manufacturing process, the reason why I will go to Rotterdam tomorrow, that has caused me a lot of headache, a lot of stress, like also in my personal surroundings with my family, like a lot of different attitudes from my side. It's not something I'm proud of, to be honest. But we need to cope with these situations. And that's also why I will take you guys with me tomorrow, because I want to truly show you as well what is happening with Kaizen and the truth behind it. That's not always fancy, good stuff, good living. There's a lot of hard work, to be honest. And that's what I want to showcase you.
Go to the moon. Outside with my niggas, we doing the most. Grabs on the table, yeah, I been gone. At the base and shorty, she trumping it over. Keep steady, I told him I'm on one.
Right fam, good morning. It's a new day. It's the 2nd day of July. This morning I basically went to the gym as normal, a little bit earlier, because right now I'm on my way heading basically towards Rotterdam to visit the manufacturer. Overall, this day has started really well. I've set clear intention as well what I would like to get out of this, let's say meeting, this live meeting, the first time that I will actually see my manufacturer as well in person. I'm very excited for it, but I'm also very, very curious in that sense on, you know, simply what's going to happen, what basically conclusions we are going to get to at the end of the meeting. I expect maybe the meeting to maybe last 2 to 3 hours. Right now it's a 2-hour drive. As you can see, right now it's 10:29 a.m. and I will arrive at 12:25 p.m. So with all that being said, I will dive into as well the details on what I would like to cover in a second. A lot of things happened over the past 2 to 3 months for Kaizen Athletes. First of all, 3 months ago, on the 4th of April of 2025, I made my first purchasing order for Kaizen Athletes. The first 3 products went they basically went through. I made the order, everything seemed to be fine, but as soon as I made the order, things stopped. And this is what happened. From the moment I made that order, I directly saw there was a shift in terms of the responses from the manufacturer towards me. Even though they were responding, the delay to, let's say, of response was way longer. It took way longer to just answer the questions that I asked. That was already something that I was very conscious of, very aware of. It was a red flag, because I've seen that earlier. From the moment I started my first e-commerce business 5 years ago, I was having contact with the manufacturer at that time from China. And when I was having contact with the manufacturer, a lot of things went wrong. I basically made the first order for the order that I got on my first store, and everything after that just was a ripple effect in a downward spiral. They didn't respond anymore, and all of those things happened. So I am very aware of basically manufacturers like behaving differently. And what I saw from the moment I made that order for Kaizen was the exact same thing, except they luckily still did respond. They were legit, but the response rates were taking longer. So I was always asking, hey man, look, I just want to make sure that we are aligned and that we can still expect the products 5 to 7 weeks after I made the order, because that is what I basically agreed on with them. Right now, we are 10 weeks later.
I still haven't received basically the products for Kaizen. The delay in terms of launch date is of course also present because we are already 5 weeks late. The designs of my website because of that are also stagnating. Everything is basically stagnating because of this thing that I'm basically right now waiting on, which is the products. So right now I'm basically on my way to Rotterdam to get 3 questions answered by them. First of all, what is the solution for the delay that we have experienced lately? Second, what is, let's say, the solution that they can come up with for the losses that I've made in terms of time, and of course with that as well in terms of money. And third, if they cannot basically agree on the next steps, the conclusion that we will get to, that I would like to get to, which is at least a fixed time that I can set as for the launch date for Kaizen, then I will just cancel the relationship. I will move on with a new supplier because I cannot build on uncertainty in these times. And this is such a big lesson that I've learned over the past 5 years, especially when I launched my first brand back in 2021, when almost everything that could have gone wrong together when I launched with my brother went wrong. So that was a huge lesson learned, and that is something that I would like right now to, let's say, not do in order to do the right thing and to basically get towards launch date in the most effective and efficient way possible. So that's why I'm heading right now towards the manufacturer instead of just emailing them and waiting for the response, being reactive. Right now I'm basically being proactive. So those are the things that I would like to cover, and I will also share with you guys after the meeting on what we will conclude. Guys, I forgot to mention one very, very important thing, and that is the following. I basically got already the solution from the supplier a few weeks back. They basically mentioned, Carlos, our apologies for the delay. This is what we can do. They mentioned clearly to me, we can basically scale down the quality of the product a little bit by removing some of the more expensive raw materials that will go into the product, that will go into our ingredient list that makes the product that high quality that we are striving for. And they said, then you can go live in 2 to 3 weeks from now and we will give you a partial refund. And I directly mentioned, do you know what our vision and mission still is? Because I shared that with them and they said, yes, we do. I said, why would I then ever accept this offer? And they said, yeah, you can go live in just 2 to 3 weeks, which is also very important. I said, it is. But when you know what your vision, your mission, and your existence is of your brand, in our case, that we will never compromise quality, not over profit, not over speed, not over anything, because we know what we stand for. If you know what your core message is, what your vision, mission, and existence is of your brand, of you as a person, then you know what to say yes to and you know what to say no to. Because you know what your core values are. And when you have that clear for yourself, for your brand, for the people around you, for the people that you work with, then all the decisions that you will make will become way easier. And that is one of the most important things that I've learned over the past 5 years that I'm right now implementing, that I know what I need to do in order to maintain the quality and our core values throughout everything that we do for Kaizen Athletes. And that is that we will never compromise quality, not for profit, not for speed, not for anything. That is the most important part, because we want to provide high quality, 100% natural products that people can trust without compromise. And that's what we are gonna do right now. All right, fam, I'm on my way back home after the great conversation that I had with the manufacturer, to be very honest. I'm very happy with how it went, and I would love to explain more in detail on what has been discussed, because this, what I'm going to share, is going to be very important for Kaizen moving forward. Unfortunately, I was not able to document it on location, but I will make sure to list down everything that is super important to understand moving forward, okay? So first things first, they of course apologize for the delay, and the reason for the delay, guys, was because we are having such like specific ingredient list with raw materials that I would like to have in our products that makes our quality of our products insanely high. That basically caused that we needed to use different raw materials that go into the products. But those raw materials was something that the supplier of the raw ingredients were not having in stock. So because of that, there were delays, and the delays caused even more delays, and that's why everything basically went completely off track. So they apologized for it, they took full responsibility for it, and they will also refund the initial investment that I've made so far. What I will do with that refund, of course, is then to reinvest as soon as they have found a new raw material ingredient manufacturer, or let's say supplier, that they will right now work on. This Monday, because they're already having someone on top of mind, and that manufacturer or supplier is potentially from Germany. So that's also very high quality. But that specific manufacturer will be confirmed over the next few days. And this Monday...
Na ongeveer 10 kilometer, neem de afslag om in te voegen op de E30 richting...
The manufacturer that I was talking about and where they're having contact with right now from Germany will be confirmed this Monday when I have a new call with my manufacturer to confirm the raw material supplier for the products moving forward. If that's gonna be the person that they think, or let's say the supplier that they think they're talking about right now, then everything will be confirmed this Monday. And the expectation pattern, that's how they called it, will also be explained with a also agreement that will be signed on Monday directly. And this means from that moment on, when the new order will be placed, 5 to 7 weeks after that, the products we will have in stock, and that's the moment when we can launch. So they said expect the products to be ready around end August. So that's literally like 2 months later than I initially planned, but that's when I have, let's say, some clarity right now, so more clarity around that I would be very happy. And I'm very happy, of course, with that what they mentioned right now. I don't know if I will move forward with them yet, because I have a different option as well, and I will just look at, okay, you know, what's the most effective supplier to work with right now in terms of course time, but mainly in terms of quality of the ingredients. If it still maintains the main one that I was working with, then I will just continue. So I'll keep you guys posted. Next month is going to be super important, and that's also when the ingredient list and all the nutritional facts will be agreed on as soon as we proceed with the next order. So wherever I go, I'm a very big advocate of planning ahead. If you fail to plan, you plan to fail. That's always what I like to say, because wherever I go, I always take my meal with me. I always prep my meal, so I don't need to go towards, let's say, the shell there to grab some food from the fridge. Look, this is something that I literally make as well when I'm back home. Every single midday I take this ground beef with 4 eggs and some tomatoes. Sometimes I add an avocado into it as well. And on top of it, I always have my electrolytes with me as well, especially when I'm traveling to replenish this lost sodium level, especially in this hot weather. So as I mentioned, if you are traveling and you're basically having a hard time consuming the right food, the right nutrition, just plan ahead. Get your meals prepared for the day that will follow, or do it in the morning, so you don't need to go out and eat wherever is, let's say, the most convenient restaurant to eat at. So that's something that I'm a very big advocate of. Just try it out. I'm sure it will help you a lot as well if you would like to maintain a specific amount of calories, or if not, if you just want to have good healthy food always with you. Just do your due diligence, like make it prepared in advance, and you will always be good. I just realized once again that in the pursuit of, let's say, the thing that I'm working on right now, on building Kaizen, on working on something that I'm super passionate about, I learned once again a very, very important lesson, and that is the following. A moment of pursuit of, let's say, the goal that I'm aiming for right now, and it can be also something that you're going through right now, either in life or maybe you're also starting a business. You need to let go of this idea of expecting the things to be one-directional. Expecting things to be always beautiful, always with the best will from people towards you. That you can always expect the maximum from the people that you're working with. That everything will be always fine. The reality is that when we pursue something that we are super passionate about, or even things that you're just pursuing just to achieve a goal in your life, right? There is always going to be a summer, and there's always going to be a winter. There are always seasons in everything that we do. And also when we are basically pursuing something that we are willing to get to work towards, we are signing up for, let's say, not only the success story, but also the failures that can come along with it. If we want to be part of the success story that we have in front of ourselves right now, we need to be conscious and aware that there can always be a failure part along the way as well. And when we are stubborn and we are just focusing on the success, which is normal, right? Which is what I've done as well many times. But we fail to see that there is also always a possibility to failure. Then we can basically become very, very disappointed in ourselves. Instead of seeing it as a lesson that we learned from that failure that we can apply later on and see it and turn it back into a positive, we will see it as a failure, and it will stop us from moving forward. So one of the biggest things that I've learned is to stop seeing things one directional, and that there are always cons that can come along with the pros that we want to face, that we want to pursue. Right now I have a lot of energy that I'm going to work and apply towards this new idea that I'm going to build with Kaizen. But I'm super conscious of the potential failures that can come along with it, such as the one that I faced over the past 2 to 3 months with the first initial order that I made with the manufacturer. But right now it's my duty, it's my job to turn this part that I've learned, right, this failure, back into a positive, so I can use that as shit from my past as fuel for my future. That is my job right now, and that's what I hope this will help you out as well, because everybody will face their winters, everybody's going to face the summers, and it's up to us and how we respond to the situations that are happening to us.
Baby, can't you hear my call?
Alright fam, happy Saturday. It's the 5th of July and this entire week over the past 7 days have been complete chaos, to be very honest. A lot of things happened. I decided to completely, let's say, move away from the manufacturer that I was initially working with, where the first products and samples were already created off, but the quality wasn't there, as I of course shared in earlier videos in the past few days. Right now I of course decided to completely move away from them because I cannot build on uncertainty, like I mentioned earlier. I cannot build on a supplier that is not giving me the first good impression and that will allow us to grow with them long term. This was not the right supplier for us. So I've decided personally over the past few days, by gathering all my thoughts and basically making a conscious and well thought out decision to completely step away from them, so we can focus on a supplier that delivers the right quality, right ingredients, and that understands our vision and mission as well. On top of that, I have a very exciting update right now, because this morning I was going back and forth with my manufacturer for the box, for the subscription model. As you might know, our subscription model will include the premium box, on top of that the premium glass shaker, and of course the pouch itself for 1% endurance, and our metal card, our metal membership card with a unique ID for each member. And they can use that member for all benefits that will be explained on the website as well, which I will show later. But this morning I received the first look of how the box will actually be and how it will actually be physically be shown as well, and basically delivered towards our members. So I would love to show you some insights, because as you can see here, this is what my manufacturer shared with me this morning. This of course will be all completely blacked out, so everything will be black. Also these white spaces right now will be completely black, but the first impression is very, very good, and I really love it. This is a personalized text that I written down myself on the vision, mission, the existence of Kaizen, and on top of that the reason why I started it in the first place. In here you'll see there is no dead space, there is no space left, and we occupy every single part of this box that we can, in order to deliver it the best way possible and to also prevent any, let's say, moving parts while shipping it out, with the pouch fitting in here and our glass shaker fitting in here, which I shared earlier. In here we will of course fit in our metal card. So yeah, how this looks like, this is where the bottle will be placed in. So as you can see here, this is where they will fit it, and I will also show you with the video how that looks, because as you can see here with this video, they let's say do an unboxing, as you can see, and like I said, everything will be black, what's white right now, and in here you'll see that this is where the bottle will fit in. This is what the text that I wrote down myself, and this is how the box looks. It's a pretty big box, and that's only of course for our members, for the subscription model alone. So every single person will receive this, and then of course, this is of course where the bottle will be placed in, as you can see on this video as well, which fits perfectly. So no dead space, every space is occupied consciously. And I'm super happy with this update because of course over the past days, to be very honest, a lot of stress, a lot of things going on, like that's the part that, you know, most people don't see, and that's also what I would love to share because it keeps this as well real, authentic, and the way how I want to build this brand in the first place, by showcasing every single part of it, the good things, but especially the, let's say, not so glamorous part of building a brand. So this of course is something that makes me very happy. This is where I get energy from. But yeah, we need to be there as well for the tasks that are not giving us energy, that cost us energy, but that's part of it. So I hope this also clarifies a little bit more about what we are building right now. About the manufacturer, this Monday, still in 2 days, I will still have the call with the manufacturer that I was working with, where I will explain as well that I will not move forward with them. I already am in contact with a few new manufacturers, which I will have calls with next week, which I will give updates about, because that's going to be very exciting as well and very important to move forward with long term. A lot of lessons learned, a lot of things that I need to do and not need to do anymore moving forward, but it's been a great journey already, and we are not even started. So I can't wait to share what's coming up over the next few months and years, when everything is going to unfold, hopefully the way how I have envisioned, and then of course adjusting, pivoting for the things that are not going the way how we want, but that will still be documented. So with that being said, a new day completed. Super happy with this update, gives me new energy for this new week. We'll keep you guys posted.